Hello and welcome to Inside Grand Prix in Hungary. Today, everything on the race in Budapest.
It's a beautiful city.
A city where Ferrari too go for a spin. Valtteri Bottas aiming for more success.
We need to be more consistently in the podium.
And now we start with our tour of Hungary. Budapest, the capital city in the heart of Hungary and the Queen of the Danube. For many, the cultural metropolis of Eastern Europe. In the eyes of the world, the Hungarians are hospitable, romantic and creative. And not without justification, as we've them to thank for many an invention, including the dynamo, the ballpoint pen, the Rubik's Cube, and the early electric motor. Not all that surprising, since
Hungarians, they live with motors, also with motorbikes for Tolmácsi Gábor, but they're very passionate, they love so much the Formula One atmosphere that we have from the beginning of the week till the weekend, because you know that everybody, somehow they breathing Formula One sensation in Budapest in that period.
pure enthusiasm. Perhaps that's precisely why so many showruns are held in Budapest. The drivers like to be seen in the capital. Tamás Stano has already had the pleasure of welcoming several F1 stars to his restaurant.
Hamilton, Sutil, Felipe, Massa, Niki Lauda.
The place has experienced a good few victory celebrations.
After race, they drink, but modestly. Nobody was really drunk. I mean, everybody enjoyed it, but nothing special happened here.
Sounds okay, but at the Hungaroring, you can be sure that more will happen. And now, Budapest sees red. Encounters of the special kind. A few days ago, it was all going on at the Hungaroring. The Ferrari racing days. For motorsport fans and testosterone freaks, an absolute must-go event. Because the attraction in red was coming. Sebastian Vettel, quickly signing everything. Really, just quickly. Quickly check the situation. A quick greeting. Quickly off to the first talk show with a sponsor. He patiently handles the hype and the questions, which include, for example, which team are you likely to drive for after Ferrari? Seb maintains his composure and measured style.
I want to be champion with Ferrari, so obviously that's a very ambitious goal, but I think we're on the right way.
There you go. Being in the shadows is, of course, not enough. He's heading for the Formula One crown and to a press appointment, making his case, confirming, justifying, and always smiling. In these crowds, Vettel seems unusually inconspicuous. Red no longer a beacon, but camouflage instead. Cross your fingers and hold hands for the four-time world champion. Perhaps he'll indeed get that fifth title soon. The Scuderia is already noticing his signature, with second place in the team standings down to him. He could sign forever, but it's time to move on into the lab here at the circuit and some education for the 28-year-old. What are additives? What's a fingerprint? And what rules do the FIA impose? An excursion on petrol and lubricants. Vettel, close enough to touch. High time for the German to do what he does best: driving cars. In the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta as a taxi driver. I hope the tires will screech. And screech they did.
Das Beste hier in der letzte Kurve.
The best here on the last bend, completely drifting and seeing the stewards go. That was great. Thousands of fans totally in their element. Vettel impatient, and finally Formula One calls.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is here for all of you. Thanks for your support as usual.
Quickly over to his quick company car, the car that he drove for the Italians for the first time last December. His first drive in red on the Hungaroring. 7 right-handers and 7 left. In this F2012 too, hardly any chance to overtake. Just under 4.4 kilometers, a track on which to date he's never won. Wouldn't that be great? To beat Mercedes again for once, just like in Malaysia this season. So far, a lot's gone well. The strategy too has generally been right, as in the last race at Silverstone, Sebastian Vettel and his Scuderia. Can he catch up? His big aim, to close the gap with Mercedes, continuing to drive the car at the limit, including today, having great fun on the throttle. Finally, he congratulates the winner of the 3rd running of the Ferrari Challenge Europe, and the visit ends with a busy picture. It's all over, for today at least, here at the Hungaroring. An almost podium at Silverstone, Valtteri Bottas set to pounce. The Finns, hard-working, polite, rather reserved, direct, taciturn and fast.
I am Valtteri.
Maybe it's down to the country. Long nights, freezing cold and impossible terrain. That demands a lot of the inhabitants. On foot, no chance. In order to move forwards at all, Finns need a fair few horsepower.
I'm sure it's one of the reasons for the skill of so many racing drivers in Finland in the past. But certainly going back to Valtteri, we think he's got it, as they say in F1. Motor racing generally, I think he will deliver.
If you want to win, hire a Finn. Williams did so in 2013, and Bottas is indeed delivering. In 2014, 4th in the overall standings. At Silverstone, he only just missed out, but in Canada this year, he got onto the podium.
It felt so good for me and for the whole team, and you know, now we just really want more. We need to be more consistently in the podium, and we need to be also in higher steps.
There's actually no reason why they shouldn't, because
Valtteri knows exactly what he's doing. He is very, very precise, very, very fast, and he can actually react on whatever he's told from the engineers from the pit lane. He can actually understand it and actually change his driving to whatever he's told to do. I think he's an incredible talent.
in the same boat with him is teammate Felipe Massa. Between the two, a gap of 173 races.
Very much enjoying being a teammate with Felipe. It's been the cooperation between us been really good. He's got a lot of experience from the past, so that always helps.
Poor is the pupil who does not surpass his master. Valtteri has no reason to reproach himself. In the internal duel, he's ahead of the old stager. At his side, he prefers to have his sweetheart, Olympic swimmer Emilia Pikkarainen. The two met on a Finnish TV show. As a diversion from the everyday racing routine, Bottas heads for the ice.
I used to play ice hockey for a long time, for 10 years. So I still do that. When I go back to Finland, I play with my friends. So I find it really nice sport, as well as I do like really shooting. So with the shotgun, the clay shooting, I do that. It's a nice hobby.
No room for damp squibs. When it comes to driving, the shooting star leaves nothing to chance.
For me, the best preparation is to try and prepare everything as well as you can, physically, being fit, being healthy, doing everything you can in advance before the race.
He's once again a candidate for the podium, Valtteri Bottas. Welcome to the social net, this time helping fans, high ratings and hot flirts. No sign of falling audiences. Silverstone was a hit. The British Grand Prix attracted 4.6 million TV viewers in Germany, over 400,000 more than last year. Lots of rallying round two for Jenson Button. A setback at Silverstone hit him very hard. Words of encouragement from the fans. They're supporting their star 10%. Hang on, 10%? A Freudian typo, no doubt. For the triathlete, things are going better off the track than on it. He was training hard for his Trust Triathlon this year, and one thing's clear, the McLaren driver will certainly need stamina. Just like Hamilton's flirts, with no trace of model Kendall Jenner at Silverstone. All the more prominent skiing star Lindsey Vonn. Tiger Woods cheated on X was actually invited by Red Bull, but clearly preferred Lewis's Silver Arrow. Has she already won his heart? We wonder. Popular with the women, but cold-shouldered by Wimbledon despite an invitation to the Royal Box. The reason? Lewis, usually so fashion-conscious, had not followed the dress code. No tie, no jacket, no admission. That's all from the social net. We'll stay across it till next time. A short break, then the answer to the question, what actually was the story back then with the Hungarian Grand Prix? And we show the way the wind's really blowing. Don't go away.